Good morning, everyone. Hope you guys are having a wonderful New Year's. So here we are once again. We're at the Glen Rose. We're actually in front of Dinosaur World, which is not far from the place of the Dino Dive, which is going to be at the Dinosaur State Valley Park. Which, well, even though it's open, the event doesn't start until 2 o'clock in the afternoon. And currently it is 11:25 at the moment. We still have plenty of time. Dinosaur World was definitely one of the places I wanted to go last year, but unfortunately there was a lot of problems with my car. So for people who were here earlier last year, there was some problems that I had with my car, and it wouldn't start up. Even though I put X amount of starter fluid, it just wouldn't kick in. So I thought it was maybe the screws were loose, so I tightened them up. Then I went to take the battery for recharge. I charged up the battery, and I did all those extra procedures. It took me it basically took me a good chunk of the morning, and it took me about maybe 2 or 3 hours to get everything set up and then head out to the Valley Park. So I had fun. Last year they didn't do the at the Blue Hole, which was the first time for me, because usually I thought they would have it at the Blue Hole, but they say that because of the drought that they had last summer, it just couldn't happen. So now, I mean, during this summer, it was pretty bad as well. There was a lot of drought that happened during the season, but they say that they're very confident enough to make it happen. So we'll see how that goes. And yeah, I brought some extra clothing. I brought extra stuff. So once I'm done with the Dino Dive, I'm gonna go ahead and it depends. If it takes place in the Blue Hole, I'll just get soaking wet, just hang around for a little bit, and then like around 3 o'clock I'll go ahead and start doing my hike. I'm not exactly sure which route I want to go. Last year I went to the one that's about 7 or 8 miles long, so that one is going to take it's going to take a while. It's going to take to get from point A to point B, I think it's going to take about 4 hours. So we shall see how my feet can feel, how my legs are going to feel, and yeah, I hope I can make it before sunset. But yeah, it got pretty dark last night when I got here. I watched the football game between the Dolphins and the Ravens. We lost. We lost pretty bad. And it was like 3 o'clock. No, we stopped. I quit watching, I think, once the Ravens scored. I think it was like 42-19. I just said, you know what? I think we're done here. So we decided to go ahead and watch something more exciting, which was what was it? Tomorrow Never Dies, which is a James Bond movie, and that's with Pierce Brosnan and Halle Berry. So I was like maybe halfway. I think I was halfway through the movie. I think I'm not exactly sure, but I actually had more fun watching the movie, an old, basically 20-year-old movie. I had more fun out of that movie than I did with the Dolphin game. So yeah, that definitely shows you something. Like, hey, you know, Dolphins, you gotta do something. You gotta keep us entertained, and, you know, don't embarrass us. But we'll see how it goes next week. Next week is the season finale. We're hosting the Bills at Miami, and it's gonna be a Sunday night game. So once again, all faces will be pointing at us, seeing if we have what it takes to make it, because we did pretty good throughout the season. We played great against teams that had a bit of a struggle, and we struggled on teams that were pretty good. Last week we did not do a good job. Actually, this week, actually yesterday, yesterday was the game that we just could not keep up. I mean, we did great in the first half, and I'm like, okay, we still have potential, and we let that potential drop, and now we have a couple of players that are injured. Who knows? So they're going to be playing on Sunday, so we shall see. Because now the way how it is, so for the people who are not familiar with the current state of the NFL playoffs, it has changed a lot since, say, 3 or 4 years ago. Now we have a 7th seed, so that means that the first seed gets the bye week. They get to relax for that 1 week, compared to what happened a few years ago, in which the top 2 seeds, 1 and 2, would have the bye week, and then they were hosts in the division. Now this is different. Now you have the number 2 playing the lowest number, or the lowest seed, on the wild card. That's what I call it, the super wild card weekend. So then once that's taken care of, it'll go to the division, and so on. The thing is that even though if you're a number 2 seed, like just say for example, if Miami wins next week, they become number 2. So they still have to play in the following week, the wild card, the super wild card weekend, and then have the following week, the division, they'll have it at Miami. And so that depends on the situation on whichever team plays against Baltimore. If the wild card team beats Baltimore, then the championship is going to take place in Miami. This is something that reminds me a lot back in the 92 season, when in fact the Miami Dolphins were number 2 and the Steelers were number 1. See, there you go. It's ironic because now, another another AFC team, or back then it used to be called the NFC Central, but now it's the NFC North, and still the Ravens and the Steelers still share that division. So all we had to do is just, instead of being black and gold, is now black and purple. So yeah, that's pretty much it, and we shall see how it goes, because I think these wildcard teams are going to be a lot hungrier. I believe the Browns are going to be a very hungry team. So if they make it, I hope, we are praying for Baltimore. We'll see. We'll pray for Cleveland and see what happens. So we need to take care of business and keep winning games until we. It will be nice to make it to the Super Bowl for the first time since '84, but we'll see. We'll see when we get there. Right now, like I said, we still have to beat one tough team who are also hungry to. Because that's the thing. If Buffalo wins, we still are in the playoffs. We're just going to be hosting. We're just going to be on the road. So from being the hottest team in the NFL to now being to the second lowest, that would suck. That would depress me a lot. To say like we did great during the season, only to, like Frank Consensus would say, I stopped short. So we shall see how it goes. If we win Buffalo, then we'll get the seed. We get number 2 seed and clinch the division. And then we shall see who will play on the if we play, who we're playing for the weekend. So that's pretty much it. So back to Dinosaur World. I've never went to the back. I had some people who actually went here a few months ago to this event, to this venue. I haven't gone to the back yet. Like I said, I did not have enough time to go out and goof around. So here's my chance. So let's go. Okay, so we're already inside. We're actually in the back. They would ask you if you want to do the Dinosaur World or Dinosaurs Valley Park, but I already have my ticket reserved for the Dino Dive, which would be, like I said, much later. So, like I said, it's definitely be something worth to kill off time before like around 1:30. So Right here we had a little arcade section. A little, I think you just get lollipops. But there's nothing much going on. Then you have little weird kind of claw machines. Then you got the plushies, of course. I think this is mostly Spinosaurus and Brontosaurus, if I'm correct. And then here is basically all sauropods. You got blues, and then you got the pinks right there. So let's go ahead and take a look at the dinos.
to the night for us, for every single life. All the ashes of men remain as a perfect memory, calling to the night. But the heart will remain as a silhouette of time. Hear the ringing echoes in the splitting horizon, calling to the Is it lonely where you are in there? Dead. Does the darkness know your name? Does mine? What's it like? Can you feel? She said her blood turns to ash. Laughing, Dad, do you know what you've done this time to me? Burning eyes, can't forgive you. Lonely moon drives on, and deep in me, your illusion, what you see in me Did you have that dream again? Release. Breathe. You're receiving what you said. Said she. Never mind. Emptiness, dead eyes, and lost what you found. Maybe there on the edge is your hope, but you don't look down. Why? Burning eyes, can't forgive you. Lonely moon drives on, and deep in me, your illusion, what you see in There was his friend, which came as some surprise. I spoke into his eyes. I thought you died alone a long, long time ago. Oh no, not me. I never lost control. Your face to face with the man who sold the world.
So right now we are inside the museum, and it closes around 4:45. So we still got plenty of time to go walk around. Once again, I haven't been here either, so it is chilly outside, tolerable, but I wouldn't recommend staying there for a while. So let's go ahead and take a look what they have here in this museum. Okay, so we're already here at the Dinosaur Valley Park. I had a lot of fun with the Dinosaur World. Um, it was really interesting. It was fun. It was less than $20. A little bit extra if you want to do the Dino Dig. What is it? What else? The mining, and yeah, there's some activities. I think it would cost you about $50 for doing all the stuff that was available for that. So I think I would do that again, perhaps in much warmer weather, perhaps sometime around late spring, or if not, somewhere around maybe early fall. I think that's where I would go. Summer, I'm gonna be honest with you, I think this is a good place like for a picnic, but oh no, it's just that Texas summer is not something that you should be taking advantage. It can get really bad really quick. So yeah, I would say definitely do this, and in somewhere around the sweet spot, either somewhere around spring or not, sometime around fall. So we shall see. Maybe I might come here again sometime around April or May. So we shall see how that goes. So I'm about to go ahead and change to my swim gear, and have fun. Okay, so it is close to that time, and let's see, what time is it? Yeah. Alright, so we got about maybe less than 20 minutes before the event starts, and it's a different manner they did this time. Of course, like I said, last year was different because of the drought. Everything was taking place over there near the gift shop, and now this is a different part of the river. This one looks like a lot deeper than the last one that we went the year before. So if I'm shivering or stuttering, it's because it's kind of cold. It's around 50 degrees, and I believe the water is gonna be a lot colder. So when you go in to line up for the blue hole or for the dino dive, you have to make a line, which is different compared to what I was used to. So there's this kind of a Six Flags line, and then you tell them how many people are going to be there. You gotta sign a waiver, and then you ask for their name. They ask you for your name, and then you give your name. They give you your medals. Now the medals are limited time, so first come, first serve. If it took you a while, if say for example, if you were going to buy them, say you're going to buy them yesterday, then you would have lost your chance to get a cool medal. So let me show you how this medal looks like. So this is how it looks like. I'm not sure if you can see it, but there it is. There's the dinosaur. Dino Dive 2024. It comes with like a nice brown lanyard medal. And it comes with a Mosasaurus tooth, which is the same thing that came last year. Of course, last year they gave you like a nice velvet bag. This time it's more of a plastic bag, which I don't mind, I don't care. So yeah, you get that too. So let me show you how the view where the dive is going to take place. So this is where it is. I remember, I believe it was over there, if I'm correct. That's a little bit further down was where they had the dive when I first started, and I think they relocated into somewhere that's a bit deeper. So you can see the water definitely does look a lot deeper. I think definitely for them who really want to swim in. I'm not sure. I'm assuming that over there is the shoreline, but I think over there, not sure if I'm pointing at the right direction, I think somewhere around there's a little path that you could walk. Not sure if I think it's somewhere around here. Yeah, somewhere around there where that little stone's at. There's a little kind of a path that you could walk. But all this right here, it looks pretty deep. The deepest I think is 20 feet. So I've only swam, I think the deepest I've ever swam so far was 6 feet. So yeah, definitely have to be really careful because I haven't swum that deep for a while. So, but there is definitely the rail right there, right there. Yeah, right there. So you could definitely grab it and cross. So yeah, definitely I'm going to do that. Okay, so I just got out of the DINO dive. in case if it's shaking, I actually just got out. It is actually more overwhelmingly cold than it was the last time. It is, like I say, it was okay, so it's been some time since I got out. It was a really interesting routine that they did, way different from what I was used to or accustomed with when I first started. Because I've been going here for 4 years, and the first 2 years was, I believe, was over there, if I'm correct. Or was it? I think it was over there. I can't say precisely, but I know that there was. I remember for sure that we had to get, the shore was in this direction and not over there. But yeah, it was interesting, and yeah, it was fun, to be actually honest. It was fun. It was you had your options of getting wet. You could just literally get your feet wet and then say, you know what, I'm done. I'm going to the detour and get out. And then there was the other one that you line up for this little dipping hole, and you go in there, you jump in there, or you dive in there, and then if you need assistance, the forest guy will reach out the this hook to grab you, so that way you don't drown. That's the thing, you know. They do take some extra precautions. You could wear a vest. I kid you not, I had a vest in my cargo room, and I just said, I don't know. I could have just saw that and said, you know what, let me go get my my vest, and you know, in case something happens, I have it on. Nothing's gonna happen. But I just said, you know what, screw it, I'm gonna go in there. So I'm gonna show you where exactly the procedure was, because it was a lot different from the first 2 times I was there, because it was all about just all at once. But this one is different. It's more like in groups or in heat. Group 1, 2, and 3. So I was the first of the heat. I was heat 1. So let's go ahead and then show you where the kind of the beginning was. Even though I show you that where the potty was at, I'm going to show you the procedure of what was going on. So give me a minute and I'll show you where to go. Okay, so this is where we went in there to change, and there's some heaters inside to keep you warm. whenever you're feeling kind of cold, and then after you're done the dive, and the guy would take us over here. Excuse me. So we all, like I said, we all lined up here, walking further down there. Okay, and then we would continue on walking, and we would take a right where that sign was saying, it says, "Smile, remember you paid to do this." So that is true. That is what happens. Of course, you could still pay for the medal and not get wet, but then again, that kind of defeats the purpose. Yeah, so you would continue on going down, all the way down there to the bank. So let's go ahead and, whoa.
Alright, we're gonna see if we can see some more tracks.
Yeah.
And then we can go stomping them.
We'll see. I think they're all underwater right now.
Yeah, so you would go down the bank, and you would walk from point A
Have to walk in the water.
all the way there to the shore. So right there, that is about maybe a good 150 feet, somewhere like that. Of course, that's just a guess, but yeah, right down there to that bank, right there where I'm pointing my finger, all the way to the shore. And right there, not sure if I see if I could find a good spot because I just got dried up. So right there is you have the option to go ahead and get yourself wet right here, and then there will be a line where you would jump into that spot where there would be a ladder for you to climb up. And yeah, that's pretty much it. That's where most of the party was taking place. But yeah, I do exactly remember walking this little line. But yes, it does get a lot deeper as you walk, and it's not a flat surface either. There are some edges that are kind of go off, so sometimes you'll definitely lose your balance or you might slip. I would definitely recommend some waterproof boots, or in the, well, I use my huaraches. That gave me a good of grip, but it's definitely not something you want to take, to underestimate, because there was a woman that lost her balance while lining up for the dip. So let's go ahead and look around a little bit more, see if we could find that spot that was usually taking place. Yeah, so this is the place right over there. That's where I remember. It's where the past couple of times the down dive took place. So you would go down the stairs, down, and then you just go take a left, and there. So I've been noticing there's a lot of mud around this area. Looks like since there, like, all this used to be water, and now it's just all muddy. So it looks like, as you can definitely tell right over there, you can see from where the water used to be, with that line over there. And Now we looks like we got a couple of new footprints of dinosaurs. You can definitely see right there. There's one here. Let's see if I could. There's one there. Yeah, that one. The one with the pole on it. That's a new one. Seems to be a new one. Yeah, we're not allowed to cross this area. As you can see, there's also there's the Acrocanthosaurus. There's another footprint there. Another one over there. Then you got more Acrocanthosaurus over there, right there near the edge. Yeah, this is all kind of uneven, so you have to kind of walk around, do silly walking. See, that looks another Acrocanthosaurus. Yeah, this is neat. This is really cool. Yeah, all this used to be water. See right here, this is perhaps the best place, the best view you could possibly see in this area, the overlook. And it's right over there. I always like to be around that area, especially once it's close to sunset. So there's the sun covering my view, but there it is. So we got like about another hour or so, less than an hour, before it slowly goes down.
Petals of white cover fields, flowing and grieving tears, and all the hearts once new, owned and shattered now. Love can kill, love will die. Give me wings to fly, fleeing this world so cold. I just wonder why. Cold as a dog, now my words are frosted with every breath. Still the hate burns wild, growing inside this heavens divide, I will see the choices within my hands. How can we ever protect and fight with our tiny souls? Let me shine like the sun through the doubts and fear. Do you feel the storm approach as the end draws near? When heavens divide, time will come to softly lay me down. Then I can see a face that I long to see. And for you, only you, I would give anything, leaving a trace for love to find the way. When heavens divide. I will dive into the fire, spilling the blood of my desire. The very last time, my name scorched into the sky. When heavens divide, I will see the choices within my hands. How can we ever protect and fight with our tiny souls? Let me shine like the sun through the doubts and fear. Do you feel the storm approach as the end draws near? When heavens divide, time will come to solve.
Happy New Year!